What's up, guys? Mutant Gaming here, aka Not Winning Cards. We got Cobey with us today. What'd you do, Cobey?
I did pretty decent at a tournament. Got 7th at the Omaha Regional.
Nice.
Yeah.
What'd you play?
I played branded Dracotail. This is pretty standard, but I'll go through it with you guys. So we got 3 Lucius, 3 Phimina, 3 Malulu. If you don't see these ratios, they're not playing Dracotail. And then I played 1 of each of Urgla, Pan, and Frixel. Some people think that they need to up Pan or up Urgla. I think 1 of each is fine. There was never a time where I was like, man, I need another name, or man, I need another pop. The entire deck is easily accessible. I didn't feel the need to play more than.
Looking at you, Finn.
3 Pan. 3 Pans.
How'd that work out for you, Finn?
It was good. I drew it a 9.
Anyways, and then 3 Key 2, 3 Rahu, and all 3 traps in the main. Some people like to cut down on the traps. I used to do that. I think it's better to just play all 3. They cover different matchups. It gives you more options. And the bigger thing is sometimes in those grind games, you run out of spells and traps to set. So just having more is better. Okay, and then on to the branded package. We got 2 Fusion, 1 Alvaz, 1 Cartesia, 2 Fallen in the Virtuous. Fallen in the Virtuous, I was very iffy on going in to the regional. Actually did it somewhat last minute, decided to play the card with very little testing. This card won me multiple rounds. I had a Malice opponent, activate Di-Fi, and then pass. I set this, passed, and then activated Lancia and Fallen in the Virtuous it away. I had 0 other outs to that card other than that, so it came in clutch. And also being able to dump anything to add another one is great. Not anything, you know. Next we go on to hand traps. So I got 3 Fua, 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Nib, and 1 Magnemite. This is standard. There's no reason to not play that. Droll, I ended up siding out a bunch. I just didn't end up playing against the decks that I really needed these for. The Vanquishal Canines, the Mitsurugis. Didn't play much of those. Nib comes in clutch, especially when you go first. Post side, they're not expecting Nib when you're going first, so I just always keep it in. Equalizes the board, and you've already plussed a million that turn. Magnemite is the 40th card. Love it. No problems with it. It comes up. It's a good card. Searches you engine. Just great.
Is there anything in the main deck you would change at all, you think, or?
The only thing that I would think, Sunday, the Drolls, they really did not come up much. But just looking at the field of best decks right now, I think I would just still keep it in going into another tournament, because when you need it, you really need it.
Yeah.
Next, we've got the extra deck. So we've got 3 Arthalion, 1 Gulamel. Standard, some people want to play 2 Gulamel. It never comes up. You don't need that. And then the branded package, you got 1 Albion, 1 Lubellion, 1 Mirror Jade, 1 the Dragon that Devours the Dogma, and 1 Sanctifier. Albion, I was going into all the time. Sanctifier, I went into a few times. I went into Lubellion once. This card is crazy. I was iffy on it up until the night before the regional. Shout out Easton, he convinced me to play the card. Just summoning Albaz and sucking up 2 bodies goes insanely hard. It's also a dump for Fallen in the Virtuous to get you another one. It adds instead of sets, so that's only good if you do it on your opponent's turn, but still great. And I didn't go into Mirror Jade a single time, which is kind of odd, but you know, it just never came up.
Happens.
And then you've got the Mysterion, the Secretarion, the Chaos, the Philly Regis. Everybody keeps saying you got to cut Mysterion. I think the card's crazy. It comes up all the time. Against Malice, it's great. You chain its effect on res of them summoning a body from Banish, gets rid of the body immediately. Secretarion is absolutely necessary for the deck. Chaos was a somewhat last-minute addition. A couple weeks ago, I added it in. Went crazy. One of the most summoned cards in my from my extra deck. Philly Regis, just a great card. Not only is it removal, but it also helps stop spot negation, targeted negation. It's really great. And then just 2 links, Spirit and Spheres. No SP, no Cross Sheep.
That's all you need.
Cross Sheep's cool and all. I think I would play every other card in this extra deck before putting in Cross Sheep. And SP, there's just never really a good way to make it. You're losing a lot of tempo if you end up going into it.
Yeah.
I don't think I would change anything in the extra deck. There's a thought that maybe Mirror Jade is something else, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. And then on the side we have 3 Fenrir, 3 Ghost Spell. This is what I would normally side into the mirror. Doesn't matter if I'm going first or second. Fenrir in the mirror is just good. There's also just not a lot of cards that are good against Dracotail. So Fenrir is just a card that you can swap in for like your Drolls or your Nibs or your Fuas, going first or second. Bell, self-explanatory, stops all the traps. I hate when my opponent has this card. I love when I have it. Yeah. And then we have 3 Meowls, 2 Perulia. There's not much to say here. I saw 1 Perulia all day and no Meowls, but shout out to Owen and Trent for letting me borrow the cards. They really came in clutch as filler in my deck. But in all honesty, they're really good cards. You need them for certain matchups.
That's the theory there.
Yeah, I wouldn't change it at all, even though I didn't see them. 2 Bestials came up a lot, specifically against Lunalight, which I played the final round, and Dragon Link, oddly enough, I ended up playing, and came in clutch. I just love Bestials. They make Chaos a lot easier, so big fan of those. And then the MVP of yesterday, the 2 Lancia, which I saw both against Malice. 2 turns in a row, I drew into Lancia before I could get my combo going, and then just looped one over and over again with Arthalion and Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. Just came in clutch. Also came in clutch against the Lunalight player. I almost purely won that matchup because of this card. Every time I sighted it in, I saw it, and it's a damn good card.
All right, you got any shout-outs you'd like to share real fast?
Yeah, shout out Team Maui, represent.
Team Bowie.
Shout out Owen for letting me borrow cards. Shout out Trent for letting me borrow cards.
He's not here.
Shout out Tim for making me write his deck list.
You write it. I wrote that.
Okay, I had to think. Sorry, I had to think about writing the deck list before the regional. Shout out Ashton for actually doing the deck list and doing the work. Shout out Scott. His tiebreakers helped me get top 8. Shout out my girlfriend who made sure I only got 2 hours of sleep the night before.
Don't show her this.
Yeah. No, I love it all. It was great. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.